The significance of having Pikmin on Switch. Hello guys, my name is Theo. We have an entire mainline series of Pikmin now on the Nintendo Switch. It took 20 years in the making for this particular franchise to really bloom, but could this be the little Pikmin pitter-patters of something much larger on the horizon for Nintendo? I'm not just talking about the next hardware revision or whatever new one-off game we see from the company, but rather what practices they're gonna start to regularly implore and show us. Look, I'm gonna be honest about this. The Nintendo Switch has been a really dull thorn in my side for just a very long time, ever since its launch in 2017. Not to spin this into a whole nother tangent, but as an enthusiastic 3DS owner, making that transition from what was once a bright and colorful handheld system to now the sorta corporate minimalism that is the Switch, just never felt like Nintendo, or at least the one I once knew. For decades, we just got really quirky and unique experiences from just a toy box that was once the Wii, the DS, the 3DS, the Wii U. You cannot deny that Nintendo had so much more pride in their unpredictable quirks and gimmicks. As time has moved forward, yeah, not a lot of those gimmicks from that era really remain, such as the Wii Remote Nunchuck or the 3DS screens or, even the Wii U gamepad. That's a whole nother discussion. But you know what did? The game libraries. The software really shined on those consoles. I'm talking about the incredibly hand-tailored experiences that we just couldn't buy or play anywhere else. How else am I gonna throw punches just like Little Mac from Punch-Out? How else can I hone my archery skills in the Link's crossbow training? How else can I feel the immersion of the skies of Kid Icarus tucking and tumbling through waves of baddies just nearly scraping by? How else can I play Star Fox Zero on the Wii U gamepad? Actually, no, we don't need to go there with that one. In a lot of cases, yes, you could emulate these legacy titles, but you will not get the full enjoyment by substituting button presses for something that could use full motion control. Like, that's amazing. Imagine playing Wii Sports without the Wiimote. Actually, you can, but we also don't have to talk about that one right here, right now. I may be belaboring the point I'm trying to make here, but the clear fact is that Nintendo has stayed pretty safe for the latter half of a decade now. A lot of the potential of the Switch just never really felt fully utilized in a fun and passionate Nintendo way. Has it been profitable? Yes. Is it fun? Maybe. That's up to the players. But is it going to be a memorable experience? And no. I genuinely don't feel those beats of lasting impacts of joy with the Switch console and its recent lineup of games. Safe and boring are not hallmarks of memorable experience. If this is what the legacy of the Nintendo Switch wants to be, then, I think that that was it for me personally. Maybe I've aged and I've smoothed over like a stone in the river of adult life. Maybe my time of fun in the sun as a Nintendo lad was just, to wind down, and I should focus on other things that are important, like taxes and mowing my lawn and getting my groceries. But that gallon of milk, peach fruit cups, and pack of Kraft American singles missing in my fridge is gonna have to wait. You know why? Because Pikmin. We can now play the entirety of a beloved and oh so satisfying Pikmin plucking and throwing game line like no other on the Switch. We got HD ports of Pikmin 1, 2, and the release of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And you know what? Now we have the most recent installment of Pikmin 4. It looks amazing. In other words, to sum it up in the words of Mario Wonder, wowie zowie wahoo! Keep in mind, this series on the console doesn't maintain great significance if we just didn't also get a recent Metroid Prime 1 remaster. That absolute bombshell of a GameCube game is now on the Switch. It's nuts. The Nintendo of old that I thought was once now gone is reviving and really just letting a lot of these GameCube titles shine on the Switch of all things? Like the GameCube, only the progenitor of a lot of these great titles that exist today. It's just like Mario Wonder, it's just weird. Also, to point out something, Nintendo really hasn't been endorsing a lot of hype around these remasters or these HD ports. They've just been like, oh, yeah, we did this little thing on the side, here you go, enjoy. And we're like, oh, okay, and they're also like, you know, in this Nintendo Direct, we're gonna do a remaster of Luigi's Mansion, and you know, from the 3DS of all things. And you know what? We'll also give Princess Peach her own game again. Not like we haven't done that since the DS era over 10 years ago. And one last thing, Mario can now get new, wacky, and wild 2D platformer. You know, it's truly deserving of the new moniker now. But I digress. Could this be the new quote-unquote behavior from the company that, you know, will be the renaissance of the fun and quirky Nintendo? Okay, I'm really seeing the light now, guys. In the endless sea of imagination and extremely talented developers, the sky is the limit. These days, compute power really isn't an obstacle it once was 20 years ago. I think we're in for more of a genuinely worthwhile experience once again, and the Switch, it's on the Switch no less. So what I've concluded is forget about the new hardware, forget about wanting bigger, better graphics, because Nintendo is once again proving that the standout experiences come from the unique passion projects that embrace the current hardware. It took some time, you know, for us to get here, but we're here now. The sentiment seems that 2023 has been just the best year for Nintendo gamers, and there's just still so much on the horizon. I just could go on and on about this and just, again, belabor my points, but that's mainly what I wanted to say here. You know, honestly, thanks guys for stopping by and listening to this Nintendoggo bark about video games, but please let me know if any of these recent developments have stuck out to you and got you looking forward to other new Nintendo projects or just games in the gamer zeitgeist for us, you know, down in 2023, early 2024. Yeah, I just remembered, I think I still need to go to the grocery store and get my craft singles. But, ooh, after that, I'm gonna play Pikmin 4. Bye-bye!